Hi Saggy, welcome to your March 2021 Love and General reading. Okay, what do we need to know? Straight in. Using the Mythic Tarot for you. Was going to use the Rider-Waite, but it just didn't quite feel right, so I didn't. In the extended, I might do. We will see. Something else will feel right. Ooh. Oh wow, okay, strong cards already. Your readings, Sagittarius, have been a bit more serious lately. You don't mean kind of serious as in, you know, boring. I just mean real. Things are getting real, as they say. Wow. Wow. A lot of major arcana. Okay, nice. Itchy nose. Wow. These cards have come up for you quite a lot recently, I've noticed. I don't have an amazing memory, but I do have some. The Hermit. Not a card you would normally associate with Sagittarius, traditionally associated with Virgo, but, you know, in various places in the world, we're in various states of being in some kind of lockdown or whatever we're in. I know, I dropped the L-bomb, there you go. And the Hermit does represent that, as in its solitude. For you though as well, it has represented another person, possibly an earth sign person, or somebody who is a singular person. They're a loner. In that, I don't think people use that word so much now, do they? So-and-so's a bit of a loner. But that's what I'm picking up for a few of you, is that you are dealing with someone who likes to be alone. The Hermit. Oh, nice. Okay. This is also you though. And again, it's very un-Sagittarian. But your readings haven't been very Sagittarian over the last 6 months. And, you know, obviously Sagittarius, and I always do this, is ruled by Jupiter, and it is the sign of travel and luck and all of those nice Sagittarian things that make Sagittarians easy to get along with, be it because you're mutable and it's fire and you move from one thing to another easily. You're the kind of philosopher and the traveller. But there's something very staying where you are and really getting to the bottom of things about this reading. The major arcanas that you have are definitely the scholarly major arcanas. So we have the Hermit, and then together with the Hermit we have the Death card, Scorpio. I know, this is go big or go home territory, isn't it? Scorpio is transformation. Just checking I got my microphone on. Scorpio is transformation, which cannot be denied in a way. Now, Sagittarians welcome transformation. In fact, you thrive on it. But there's something about this that might challenge you a bit with the Hermit card. You may possibly meet or have met somebody whose solitude challenges you, or will do. But it also transforms you. It's interesting because it might be a sort of opposites attract, but that's what it is. Saggy, you might have met or might meet someone who brings out your inner introvert. I know. It's normally the other way around. This is someone who brings out your inner introvert. The Hermit, the introvert. Now, the Hermit is also the wise one and has the lamp. So remember that, you know. Not for nothing does he sit in the cave eating baked beans or whatever hermits eat these days. Or is that just me? And, you know, and just contemplate his own navel. The Hermit comes to terms with who he is. And I think last night or even this morning before I did this reading, I was thinking, as I do sometimes, about the oracle at Delphi and the sign above it saying, know thyself. And I think I might have said this to you a lot in your readings, but I'm afraid you'll just have to put up with that repetition because there'll be a good reason for it. Know thyself. I remember being puzzled by this and thinking I must know everybody else. Know thyself. And to thine own self be true, as they say. Okay, the Hermit and the Death card go together as introverted awakening. This is either, it can just be you, but I strongly feel somebody else is linked to it. At the top of your reading, I've got the Queen of Pentacles. And over here is an overall energy card. I've got the King of Pentacles. This is a pair. And a very good pair they are too. Very, very solid. Queen of Pentacles has got the grapes. You know, I call her the Queen of Velvet Waiting. She's got the gown. She's got the decent throne. She's got a pentacle. She's not rushing around. She's not flighty. She's not moving from one thing to another. King of Pentacles turns up. He turns up and he stays and he's on time and he's reliable, and they both are. And this is a pairing, and underneath the Ten of Pentacles, that's what they make, is a solid foundation for something. Underneath the Ten of Pentacles, I've got the Six of Cups, which is a card of longing and fantasy almost. Six of Cups is, in the positive sense, childhood, sweet memories, mama's cooking, you know, all that kind of stuff, or whatever your sweet childhood memories are. I know, cue for you to be like, I'm trying to dredge one up. I know what you mean. But, okay. The flip side, and I'm getting this, the challenging side of the Six of Cups is when you are all about someone who isn't there or something that isn't there. If you look at this card, this is Psyche. And Eros is gone. He's left her, god of love. They had spent a night together. She wasn't supposed to look at him. Blah-de-blah-de, Greek myth blah. And she did look at him, as we all would, and he was hot. And then, of course, he was like, oh, you looked at me, I've got to do a runner. So he did a runner. That's the Five of Cups. And he kicks over the cups on his way in his haste to get out of the room. Okay, and then with the Six of Cups, she's just left with herself in a damp nightie, and she's just sat on a rock and staring into a cup, and she wishes that he would come back, and she's imploring Aphrodite, make him come back. I would question the amount of times in your life that you have had those feelings and the person turned out to be a good egg. I know. I would include myself in this scenario. It's just what we're like. It's that very human thing of craving something we can't have, or something that's never had a chance to get boring and real. Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles are the king and the queen of boring and real, but in a really good way. And the Hermit is becoming very realistic for you. Now, if you're single and you're looking to meet someone, this is about becoming real about that. Not lowering your standards, not settling, you know, none of that boring stuff, but becoming real. And also becoming one of these yourself, the King or the Queen of Pentacles, becoming your ideal match. In other words, what you want in someone else, be that yourself. And I know that they say that on kind of pop psychology things and all that stuff, but it's a bit deeper than that. Because we've got the Hermit, we've got the Death card, and we got the Ten of Swords. This is go big or go home territory. This is get to the bottom of it. And also it ties in weirdly, and I don't understand this, but it's happened a lot this month, ties in with the Virgo reading. So if you've got any Virgo in your chart, have a look at the Virgo reading, or if you're dealing with a Virgo, because we've also got the Hermit, which is the Virgo card, and the King of Pentacles is also Virgo. There's something something about Virgo. Virgo got this thing about being in a cave again. And it was about coming out of that cave and seeing the light. You have a head start on Virgos, really, because you've seen the light as a Sagittarian already. But there is definitely some karmic shenanigans around relationships for you. The bottom of your reading, I got 4 major arcana. By the way, do subscribe to the channel if you want my random love readings, pick a card readings, and any other weird readings that I put up. They will come up on your notification thingy. So yeah, hit the bell. Okay, the Chariot. One horse goes one way, one horse goes the other way. Cancerian energy, which has been knocking around your reading for a while, for a few months. Slight feeling of conflict here with judgment, past, present and future. Revision of the past. Universe is pointing you very strongly in the direction of transformation, rewriting your past, revising your past, being the person that you want to meet, or the person that you want your person to be. If you're in a relationship with somebody, being where you want them to get to. So in other words, if they are not very demonstrative, or they are not very emotionally articulate, or they're not maybe very available, it's not like throwing yourself at them. Not that Sagittarians really do that, because you're not really the throw yourselves at them type. But it's making yourself that person without the attachment of demanding they do the same, or demanding that you meet your match, or any of that stuff. It's being and knowing yourself. Okay. Judgment means that as well there are karmic things knocking around in a bit of a cycle for you here. It could be to do with family, with the 10 of Swords, the last 10 years. It can be when you were 10. It's probably all of those things. Your family group, your family dynamics. Also, judgment wants to do a revision of that, how you feel about that, how you feel about yourself, how you know yourself through your family, how you know yourself through your previous relationships, and how you know yourself through your type, or what you thought your type was. Your type is about to become more realistic in a really, really good way. And that's, you know, if you're in a situationship or a relationship, you might want to check in with yourself about where you want it to be, but not necessarily where you want it to be, but why you want it to be there. And of course, it's very legitimate if you're in a relationship and you want more commitment. Of course, it's a legitimate thing to want, but also, why are you there? Why am I here? Know thyself. If you're looking for love, it's the same thing. What previously made my traffic light go green? Should it have been flashing amber or red? I hope you understand the British traffic light system. Hardly anyone in Britain understands it, actually. So, yeah. You get the gist. Then we have the Strength card. So you may be dealing with someone who's on the Cancer-Leo cusp, because we've got the Chariot and Strength. One is Cancer, one is Leo, or a Cancer or a Leo, or you've got that in your chart too, maybe Moon. March brings you, we've got a full moon in Pisces in the middle of March, and then we've got a really nice, a new moon in Pisces in the middle of March, and a full moon in Libra at the end. It's really nice energies for you, Saggy, for raising things and resolving them. I'm going to look in the extended reading at Strength, Judgment, the Chariot. I'm going to look at all the major arcanas for you. I'm going to look at the other person, how they feel about you, or what might be going on the other side of this as well. Obstacles and barriers to love. Okay. Whew, Sagittarius. That link will be in the description box below the video. Do like, share and subscribe, and I will see you soon. Namaste.